How much do you know about the instrument that you love to play? I'm Mr. B, and this week's 1 Minute Ukulele Trivia is all about the Ukulele Orchestra of Great Britain. The Ukulele Orchestra of Great Britain, also known as George Hinchcliffe's Ukulele Orchestra of Great Britain, is a world-leading ukulele act, which was founded in 1985, and they have performed for the British Royal Family, the BBC Proms, Sydney Opera House and Carnegie Hall. During the COVID-19 UK lockdown, they produced a series of highly entertaining ukulele YouTube videos which showed how music could still be produced and performed from the home. There is a link to one of their wonderful lockdown videos, Crazy, and also their own website in the video description below. Do enjoy some of their wonderful virtual performances. And that's the end of this week's 1 Minute Ukulele Trivia. Please help the channel to grow by exploring the other videos and liking and subscribing if you enjoyed them. Do take care. This week's 1 Minute Ukulele Trivia is all about the parts of a ukulele. Starting at the top of the ukulele, we have the head, also known as the headstock. This holds the 4 tuning pegs, also known as tuning pins or just tuners. At the bottom of the head and at the top of the fretboard is a thin white strip called the nut. The nut works together with the saddle at the bottom of the ukulele to keep the strings lifted off the fretboard. Moving down to the neck, we have the fretboard, which is the black piece stuck on top of the neck itself. The fretboard has all the frets on it. The frets are the metal bars that run across the fretboard. The fret spaces are where we place our fingers to create the notes and chords. The dots on the fretboard are called fret markers and help you count the fret spaces more quickly. Now we get to the main body of the ukulele with the sound hole, the strings, the saddle and the bridge. The saddle is the thin white strip that sits on top of the larger bridge piece and helps keep the strings lifted off the body and fretboard. And that's the end of this week's 1 Minute Ukulele Trivia. Please help the channel to grow by exploring the other videos and liking and subscribing if you enjoy them. Do take care. And this week's 1 Minute Ukulele Trivia is all about the most popular ukulele songs. The most popular and best-selling ukulele song to date is I'm Yours by Jason Mraz, which was released in 2008 and was an instant hit. It was on the Billboard Hot 100 chart for 76 weeks, which set a record at the time and saw instant songwriting success for Jason Mraz. This is not one I've featured yet on Mr. B's ukulele channel, but it is on my to-do list. However, the second most successful ukulele song ever is Kamako Iwole's Over the Rainbow. And I've left a link in the description to my own special arrangement of this song that I created during the COVID-19 lockdown. I hope you enjoy it. And that's the end of this week's 1 Minute Ukulele Trivia. Please help the channel to grow by exploring the other videos and liking and subscribing if you enjoy them. Do take care. This week's 1 Minute Ukulele Trivia is all about frets. A short bit of music theory this week. I want to make 2 points about frets which I hope you'll find useful. Firstly, frets are the metal bars that run across the fretboard on the neck. When we talk about chords, we often refer to the spaces in between the frets as the frets, but these are actually called fret spaces. The frets themselves are the metal wires that run across the board and divide the fret spaces up for us, although it doesn't really matter too much when playing, and it's easy just to count the spaces and think of those sometimes as the frets. The dots on the fretboard also help us count the fret spaces, and the dots are normally placed on the spaces of the 5th, 7th and 10th frets. Secondly, it's helpful to know that each fret is a semitone apart. A semitone is a half tone, which means that every 2 frets you move up a full note of the scale as you move up the fretboard. And that's the end of this week's 1 Minute Ukulele Trivia. Please help the channel to grow by exploring the other videos and liking and subscribing if you enjoy them. Do take care. This week's 1 Minute Ukulele Trivia is all about the rock. We've had Elvis playing the ukulele, George Harrison and even Neil Armstrong, although he sadly didn't play it on the moon. Now we can add the rock to the growing list of musical and Hollywood A-listers who have graced us with their ukulele playing skills. Dwayne Johnson has lived on Hawaii in the past, and he performs a version of What a Wonderful World on the ukulele in the 2012 film Journey to the Mysterious Island. It's an accomplished performance of the piece, and you can see him recording it in the studio in a video through the link in the description. Is there anything this man cannot do? And that's the end of this week's 1 Minute Ukulele Trivia. Please help the channel to grow by exploring the other videos and liking and subscribing if you enjoy them. Do take care. This week's 1 Minute Ukulele Trivia is all about Derek Sebastian. Born in 1982 in the Hawaiian Islands, Derek Sebastian is one of the leading ukulele players in the world today. He has shared the stage with fellow ukulele ace Jake Shimabukuro and also Jason Mraz among many others. He is a very humble musician and always remembers his family roots. He lost his father in an industrial accident when he was just 3 years old and talks of the ukulele as providing something of a salvation for him growing up. Today he works tirelessly to share his love of the ukulele around the world, and on his website he states that it is his purpose-driven mission to share love and gratitude and inspire the world through the ukulele. Please follow the links in the description to both his own website and also one of his incredible videos on YouTube. I hope you enjoy listening to this outstanding and wonderful musical talent. And that's the end of this week's 1 Minute Ukulele Trivia. Please help the channel to grow by exploring the other videos and liking and subscribing if you enjoy them. Do take care.